Never in my life have I had to ask the question, does this drawing have enough teeth? That was until I did my first zine. Hi and hello, I'm Ellie Wishes. Welcome to my channel. So about a year ago, I sent in some of my artwork to see if I could get into this Lockwood and Co fan Zine. And if you're not familiar, Lockwood and Co is a series that I've loved dearly since it first came out. I have met the author twice. He's really nice, even though my belligerent 12-year-old self called him by his first name, and that is a moment that haunts me to this day. I think it was 2023, a Netflix original series came out based off of the books. It was a lovely adaptation. However, it being Netflix, it only got one season, which is truly unfortunate. Ruby Strokes, who plays the main character, Lucy Carlisle, did a lovely job, and I feel so bad for her because she left Bridgerton to do this show and it couldn't get a second season. Come on! But now I think she's doing a movie with Bella Ramsey. So in the spring or summer, when I saw there was going to be a Lockwood & Co fan Zine, I just had to sign up. The previous semester, I had submitted and gotten a piece of my work into a art journal at my school, and it was really cool, and I wanted to branch out and do kind of more publications and submit my art into more stuff. Out of like the 5 things I've submitted my art into, this was the only one. This is the only one I got an email back for, and I'm really grateful for that. Like, I had just finished like washing my face, and then I was doom scrolling on my phone right before bed, and I saw this application, so I like submitted it in like the middle of the night thinking nothing of it. I'm like, they're not gonna pick me. I submitted so many things this year that I just did not get into, so I was really grateful to get into this design, and it was really cool. I submitted... What did I submit in my portfolio? I think it was the My Heart is Buried in Venice drawing, and then I think I submitted a picture of my skull in the jar. Really cool to get this opportunity. Drawing a ISpy is something I've never done. Through the course of working on this piece, I think the way I approached my art style and the way I approached drawing and illustrating digitally changed a lot. Let me think. I started this piece right off the bat. I did a lot of pre-planning. I started rereading the books. I only got about halfway through The Screaming Staircase, and then I just started randomly skipping around in the audiobooks looking for different ghost sources. The Zine was originally slated to be released, I think, in January of 2024, but deadlines got changed around, which I did not mind. It gave me more time to procrastinate. Every single time we'd reach a submission point for a check-in for the pieces, I would go, oh, I just rushed meeting my goal for this month. I should definitely just keep on working on it so I don't rush myself and procrastinate again. It was a vicious cycle of me procrastinating, but I did get it done on time, and I got a lot of really great feedback through the process. All the moderators and everyone was just so lovely. It was also really nice to have people spell check things for me. It was really nice because I promise you guys, I put in maximum effort when I'm typing things. I'm like, this is spelt right. I look at it, I read it, I go, this is spelt right. And then it's almost like a little malicious pixie or the word burglar comes in and changes the letters when I'm not looking. Or I have dyslexia. Either way, I'm not getting through this without a typo, okay? Anyways, that was really helpful. On top of that, it was just nice to get like feedback from people. I've said this once, I'll say it again. Being an artist in the modern day is so incredibly isolating. Even though we have a plethora of people around us constantly in our phones, it's an interesting phenomenon. Which, considering it's 11 o'clock at night, I don't think I'm qualified to dive deeply into. But it was so awesome, such a lovely experience. The moderators and the people in charge were very communicative, which I love. I love when people communicate. I had a lot of suggestions from other people in the Zine of stuff to include. There were a couple things that I didn't that I wanted to. I just couldn't figure out the right place for them. Like the thinking cloth from the books. I wanted to include that. And I wanted to somebody mentioned like the masks that Lockwood's parents collected, that would have been really cool. But honestly, guys, I just kept drawing more teeth. I kept drawing random keys and things that weren't ghost sources. Let me tell you, for a book series that surrounds ghosts, I could not find a lot of exact descriptions of ghost sources, or at least not enough to fill an ISpy, which came into my biggest hiccup when I was planning the concept. When I was doing the concept work, my biggest hiccup was trying to find out more sources. So I kind of just kept putting objects from the book. So by the time I was finished, it was much less a ghost source ISpy and more just a general Lockwood and Co. ISpy, because, you know, I just put some pages in there, some papers, a Lockwood wanted poster. Is he ever wanted in the books? No, but I gave him a wanted poster. Why? I don't know. I don't know. Do I look like I know? Because I don't know. I don't know anything. I am just a girl and you can't hold that against me. Also, can I say getting feedback emails is terrifying. I knew they were gonna be nice to me, but it was legitimately, I was like, oh, I'd get nauseous. I think I'm just anxious. And then I'd open it and it'd be very nice things. And just like mild feedback. You misspelled the word manual. You need to fix that. And I was like, okay, Ellie, you need to calm down. One of the best pieces of feedback I was given was to add a gradient to the background. So the image goes from, because originally the background was just a dark maroon. That's what I had pictured in my mind. And I was kind of dead set on that. I don't know why. I just think maroon is such a vintage color, so I thought it would work really well. When they gave me kind of the mock-up, they're like, you should try this. So it was maroon still in kind of the upper left corner. And then there was like a blue to purple gradient to the red. And I think the hardest thing about doing an ISpy is there's so many things in it. And I'm gonna be honest, can only draw so many teeth until you go insane. And it still needed more teeth. I think it still needs more teeth. But I'm not drawing more teeth. I can't do that. I'm tired. Also, like, I started drawing this in a very painterly way, where it's like rendering one thing at a time. And then I stopped and I was like, Ellie, why are you drawing so many teeth painted? Why are you painting them? That's ridiculous. Just do line art. What if I experimented? No, don't. Just do line art. Just do line art. Line art? I don't know why in my mind I'm so anti-line art. Line art is great. I love it. But there's a demon in me that says,
don't do line art. Line art's bad. It's hard. Gotta think.
Also, I hope you guys really like the Josh Hutcherson whistle image that I hid in the lower left corner in the bone glass. In one of the feedback forms, it said, "Hey, maybe you should put something in the bone glass. Put a little hidden secret for people. Put a little treat in there for the really investigative readers." And it was Josh Hutcherson. Shout out to Five Nights at Freddy's and the Hunger Games. But yeah, it was a very... I did just knock over my camera and my flash turned off because my phone got too overheated. So, I gotta wrap this up. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you go check out the Zine. I sometimes say Zine. Don't know which one's right. Like magazine. Zine? I don't know. I hope that you have an awesome day, night, evening, morning, noontime, whatever time you're watching this. Have an awesome day, and peace out. I often pray that Jonathan Stroud doesn't remember my tomfoolery. Because I do.